This video is covering breathing while running, so you can take advantage of one of your body's most powerful systems and use it to propel yourself to a level that you never thought you had. But first, start by discussing critical concepts. Then we're going to connect those concepts into reality by going for a run and utilizing them. And lastly, we'll come back and learn practices to improve your breathing so you can double down and get even better. Your breath is an amazing force. An exercise that is so powerful, it can be the difference between quitting, finishing, or winning and losing. Getting tired can come down to how well you breathe, not how well conditioned you are or how well prepared you are. Concept 1. Your body's need to breathe is caused from a buildup of carbon dioxide in your bloodstream, not a lack of oxygen. That seems kind of reverse than what we normally think of, but it's true. Carbon dioxide in your bloodstream drives your need to breathe. So in order to breathe efficiently, we have to fully exhale the carbon dioxide out of our lungs. If a complete exhale is not completed, the lungs will remain in an expanded state and proper gas exchange can't occur. Because of this poor gas exchange, carbon dioxide will build up in the bloodstream. Now, in order to lower carbon dioxide levels, we need to expel as much air as possible to unlock our lungs to a full potential. Okay, that makes sense, right? Now let's build on top of that concept into concept 2. Establishing a proper breathing rhythm that is directly related to your intensity allows your body to properly inhale and exhale. This helps provide a proper air exchange between our lungs to help solve the problems with concept 1, but it also has an added benefit. That benefit is keeping your body and mind relaxed. Relaxation is vitally important because it'll keep you away from irregular breathing patterns. Irregular breathing patterns can be identified by sounds like huffing and puffing, or can visually be seen with a flushed red face. Poor breathing rhythms cause you to lower your oxygen intake and inhibit large amounts of carbon dioxide to leave your bloodstream. So when you lose rhythmic breathing, you lose performance. I'll show you a few ways to establish rhythmic breathing when I go out for a run. All right, concept 3 and last concept before we go out and get some real work in. Expanding your chest from your diaphragm increases gas exchange in your lungs. This concept is especially important because it's the main concept of practice that we'll do at the end of the video. Now, I believe you already understand that expanding your chest bigger would allow you to intake more oxygen. But expanding your chest has 2 added benefits that's really the secret driver for total body performance. Ready? Strap on your thinking caps. First, expanding your chest properly brings more blood back to your heart because opening your chest cavity lowers local blood pressure near your heart. This allows more oxygen deficient blood to rush back into your heart and get replenished. 2, a lower overall blood pressure in your chest allows your heart to pump more efficiently, and this will keep your heart rate from skyrocketing. All right, let's go out.
Ooh, perfect temperature on the street for a run.
First thing you want to make sure you do before you go and run is warm up. Warming up opens your blood vessels and capillaries so you can get oxygen and get rid of carbon dioxide quickly. If you don't warm up, you're gonna have a hard time getting after it. First way you can establish a proper breathing rhythm is to count your foot strikes. So you can count left when you hit your left foot twice, you can count when you hit your right foot twice, 3 times, whatever, combination of both, 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathing in and out on those. Sound like this, you hear my feet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So one of the major problems with counting your strides are these things. Hills. It's really hard to maintain your stride frequency when you're running up and down hills. So sometimes counting your stride, how much your stride foot hits, is not a great idea. Second way you can do it is just counting the number of seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, however long, and think about how you breathe in. So if you breathe in for 2 seconds, you exhale for 2 seconds. Or breathe in for 2 seconds, exhale for 3 seconds. That keeps you in the same breathing rhythm because time doesn't matter upon your foot strike. However you decide to count, that'll be your ratio of breathing. So if you breathe in for 2 seconds and exhale for 2 seconds, that's a 2-to-2 ratio breathing pattern. The other way you can do it, which is a little more tricky, but it works pretty well when you understand it, is to work with the beats per minute and the drum count on your music. So if you run with music, you might find that it runs at 4 beats per measure. So you'll find out you can go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
And depending on how fast those beats happen, when you match your running pace, you can get a really good workout in that way as well. You can also do types of chanting to establish a rhythmic breathing pattern. You hear this in the military a lot, where people sing chants and songs as they're jogging. Well, that's helping everyone stay on the same pace and breathing at the same time, which helps the unit move more effectively. But as an individual, it also helps you. Now that you have a rhythmic breathing pattern, you want to make sure that you expel that carbon dioxide properly, and that's going to be fairly forceful breath out. This is important because it'll keep your lungs from staying in an expanded state, which keeps you from in a good air exchange. So you want to make sure those lungs inflate and deflate properly at the same rhythm. And the last one, making sure you expand your chest wide. That creates that low pressure inside your chest cavity that'll bring oxygen or blood back into your heart, ready to become oxygen-rich blood. Come back for a run and you feel tired, but you still want to practice your breathing. So this is why I talk about doubling down. Everyone does a cool down, or most people do, or even if they stretch at a certain time of the day. This is your ideal time to practice your breathing muscles. So when you're static stretching, you can focus on your ideal breathing rhythm and breathing pattern for success while you're running. So as I'm static stretching, I can think about a 2x2 breathing pattern. Same thing with foam rolling. You can practice your breathing muscles and strengthening them at any time during your recovery days. When you practice yoga, is to also practice inflating your chest cavity as much as possible to strengthen those muscles during your workout routine. If you learned something today, please subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any more upcoming content. And if you want to learn more, please check out these videos. I'll see you there.